So, I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, give an introduction, a little bit about myself, some of the hobbies and activities that I do, and I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm looking forward to for the future. Okay, this is me. Guess which one's me? I'm the one that's smiling, the one that's smiling, and the one that looks frowny. I'm the middle child. I'm usually the oddball. So this is picture me karate. I don't remember anything about karate, but this is me, and this is when I was younger. I have a dog. His name is Twinkie Dalpano. He came from boot camp. He's buried in the sand here, and we like to dress him up a lot. He's half Pomeranian, half Chihuahua. So that's my dog. I like to have a lot of fun. This is just me in high school. It's sad because when you grow older, you don't get to do as many fun things. But this is me with my friend, one of my best friends. We walked into math class, and we couldn't sit down because our costumes were too big. We couldn't fit through the door, actually. We had to take it off and go back inside. So that's a little about me. I like to do random things. I like to make random things. So a little bit about my hobbies and activities. If I had more time, I'd love to read. I don't really like reading that much, or I didn't initially like to read as much, but because of our colonel that told me I should read more, I've decided to read more, and I've actually liked it. I've taken that time to actually mentally, have myself zone out. Another thing that I'm a part of is I'm part of ROTC. So this is me, and this is the ROTC detachment. There's about 160 cadets, and it's at Sacramento State. So I'm in the corner, but you can't see me, but it's okay. And this program, this is my 5th year that I've been in it, and it's been pushing me through a lot, and I've been learning so much about the ROTC program. I initially joined because with my family, a couple of my cousins went to the academy, and so I wanted to follow their pathway and go to the academy, but it didn't work out. I ended up going through ROTC. I loved it. I stayed, and I'm like, no, I don't want to go to the academy. They sent me to Alaska, and that's when the military had more money to fund different programs. But they sent me to Alaska, and there I learned as a freshman, and I got to interact with the lowest rank all the way to the wing commander level, the highest rank in that program. And I was surrounded with other people from all over the nation, with other cadets. So cadets from Florida, cadets from Maine, and we all came together, and some of us knew a lot about the program, some of us didn't. Some of us came from military backgrounds, some of us didn't, and we all came together just to learn. And I took about 2 weeks to learn in Alaska. And that's why I decided to stay, because I realized that the military isn't all about just hardcore, strictness, and there's a lot of people that have diverse characteristics. And I decided to join and stay, because I like that type of environment. So there's a little bit of our pictures. This is us celebrating the Air Force's birthday, the cake that we have, and we pass it out to different people. I'm the wing commander for this semester, so what that means is I'm in charge of all 160. So trying to have some fun along the way, celebrating birthdays, at the same time having all the cadets learn different things about flag folding, the culture of what ROTC is about, or the Air Force is about, and military in general. It's really inspiring to see cadets grow and to see them really find their niche like I did. And in this program as well, I have made a music ensemble. And so that's me singing right there. And with the music ensemble, I started a couple years ago because I like to sing. I love to sing. And so I started the group, and every time we have any events, we go and sing the national anthem. And it happened because I was a part of Color Guard, and one time the Color Guard team didn't have the national anthem playing. So they said, who's going to do the national anthem? Like, I could do it. And they're like, no, you can't do it. I was like, I seriously can do it. If you're a singer, the only thing that makes you sing is like the national anthem all the time. They're like, oh, you can sing, do the national anthem, and you sing it all the time. And it sucks, because the moment you mess up, you look really bad. But they make you do it all the time. So I had made a group because I never did Color Guard events anymore because they always pulled me to do the national anthem. So I made a group. So talking about singing, why do I do a lot of singing? This is me. This is from the Monterey Jazz Festival, and it's a really nice picture. They took it there, and this is through the school from American River College. I decided to become a music major. I initially didn't want to be a music major. If you're Filipino, then they make you, do an instrument. You have to do piano or something, or singing, or karaoke. You have to. So I didn't really want to go that path, and I was supposed to be a nurse, the stereotypical nurse. So I didn't go that path. I became a music major. And the reason for that is because a teacher came across and told me, hey, I want to mentor you, and I want you to, I want to mentor you to become better at music, because I joined a choir, and he heard me sing. I'm like, okay, sure. And in the ROTC program, all you need is a degree. So and they said, it doesn't matter what degree you have. So I said, okay, if it doesn't matter what degree I have, then I'll be a music major because someone wants to mentor me. So instead of doing the normal science or math or any of the other subjects that I was decently good at, I became a music major because somebody wanted to take me in. So I became a music major. And so I don't have to look at myself. I'll just leave on this picture as I talk. So this is us in the studio at American River College. I became a music major and I didn't think I was going to like it. I was just going to go through the program so I can go through ROTC, but I learned a lot through the music program. Stayed at American River College for 3 years, was able to go to New Orleans for a national jazz convention, and then Chicago for a national convention there as well. And this is us recording with all the past alumni members as well. And I remember that it was so hard, and getting to those levels wasn't as easy as a lot of people thought. It wasn't something like, oh, you're doing music, oh, that's easy. No, I remember going to the classroom, and I was one of the weakest people there, initially starting in the advanced ensemble. And I remember my teacher, he told me I didn't have my part down all the way, and there was only 6 people in the group. And you had to hold your own part, each person on their own part. So it's not like a choir where you can depend on people. You have to know your part, and you're on a mic. And you have your speakers blaring at you. And I didn't know my part to the T, to the point where it was just a little bit off. He said, get out of my classroom, and I left, and I cried. And every rehearsal that we did it, we'd stay there, and I'd usually cry, and I'd leave, and then I'd come back, and then he'd yell at me some more, and telling me how much I wasn't supposed to be in that group. And every day he pushed me and told me, your attention to detail. You talk about how I needed to practice more. I was the only person in the group that needed to practice 4 hours every day. So I did. And as the weak person in the group, I did that every day. And eventually it paid off, and we did get to go to national conventions, but it took a lot of work. And I realized what hard work meant, no matter what profession it may be. So, the future, I'm looking forward to the ROTC career and everything that is going to be happening there. And I hope to do well in that, and that is all I have. Any questions? But you can't answer questions, so thank you.